heavy because of Corona, but Corona has brought things on that nobody could have expected. My year was heavy as fuck. You know, my year was like fucked up. So
can you give like a brief like timeline of what your year looked like? Okay, let's start. I'm just gonna give the January 1st. January 1st, we had a blast. We went out to this beautiful, spectacular, colorful Parks Casino. We were on some shrooms. We were having a blast. Everything was colorful.
Everything was great.
The vibes were perfect.
Yeah, it was really good. Then that night, I had a really bad argument with my boyfriend at the time. She was there as well.
Oh, no, because he thought that.
You remember? God,
yeah.
I'm so glad you remember.
Here's what I'll say. He was probably being anti-Semitic. We didn't pick up on it in that moment. But there was a picture that she was taking that he felt was just really dangerous for her to take, and he did not want her to take it. And he got so tense, and he was like, "They're gonna come after you." Like,
yeah, it was just like the what is it called? Like the candles for Hanukkah.
No, that's
the candles for Hanukkah. I just wanted a picture.
A yarmulke.
That's not what they're called. And I just wanted a picture by them. I was like, oh my God, Hanukkah. Like, I want to take a picture by these. It was like at the outside of the casino. And he was like, oh my God, no, the Jews are coming for you. Yeah. Get away from them. And
it was like, you see how they're collecting there? You see how But he was paranoid. And I'll tell you this.
Because they were high.
Yeah. But he also turned out to be, like, maybe not one of the best people in the world. And sometimes I feel like when you're, like...
Literally the worst person in the world.
I didn't want to say it, right? Okay, but I feel like... How did we miss the fact that, like, he has several bad experiences on, like, psychedelics? Like, he kind of, like, got uncomfortable on them, like, different times. That should have been a red flag, like, that you are hiding.
You have to be uncomfortable with yourself. There has to be shit going on in your life for that when you get high, like, you're just like, I can't tolerate this.
Yeah.
That's how the year started. It went on into February.
Right. What was February like?
February 14th, I went to the Dream Hotel in the city, and I was staying there. The 14th was fine. We ended up getting some drinks and falling asleep. No sex for Valentine's Day, boo. And then the next day we went out, and that was the day that I found out that I was actually his side bitch, and that I was living with him, taking care of his daughter, buying her shit, paying for shit, like living a whole full life with a man who was like in a full-blown family, okay? So that was the year when, like, that was, you know, the time when I realized everything is kind of crumbling. I lost, then I got laid off in March. And then after I got laid off, I had to move back in with my mother. Between that is when I really started drinking really hard, because not only had I lost my job, I lost my person, I guess, that I thought was my person. So that's how the liquor got into it. You know? That's my best friend now. Hi, Liquor. So then I am now living with my mom, which kind of sucks because I haven't lived with her since I was 17.
Right.
And we're like still kind of quarantining, still in that Corona phase. So there's not much to do. So 2020 was crazy. But I mean, it's been a lot of growing with all the impact that 2020 has had. There has been so much growth, so much development, so much understanding, so much learning. It's really been crazy.
What have you been learning? Because I too feel like I have learned so much throughout quarantine and throughout coronavirus. I've been learning lessons.
I learned, you know, value what you have when you have it. Like, I used to pay my little rent, and I used to get so mad and, you know, be so upset at it. And now that I don't have my apartment, like, every time I'm looking for something and I can't find it, I end up crying because I'm like, I would have known where everything was if I was home. So it, like, sucks. So, but I also learned, like, appreciate your family, because literally, like, if I didn't have my mom, or if she wouldn't have bought this house, I wouldn't have a space for myself. Right. So, yeah, and I've also learned to open my fucking eyes. Like, open your fucking eyes, bitch. I'm like, Therese knows this though. Like, I'm really like laid back when it comes to, I don't like being in people's business. Like, even if you're my partner, like, I never really cared. But I guess a lot of the things that were told to me that day after Valentine's Day, I could have known if I would have just been attentive.
So what will you give a little bit of like what was told to you? Like, not in detail, but just in general, like what shifted for you? So you say you had the boyfriend and then you realized that you were actually the side bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Is that your perception of it? Like what?
Well, I believe that he was fucking on his baby mom for, apparently she says 8 years.
They fuck their exes.
Yeah. They believe that their baby mom belongs to them.
If he still is in contact with his ex, I mean, I won't even say that because I don't want to ruin everything for everybody who is still
I do.
In a situation.
Honestly, like literally, do not just accept shit. Don't accept shit. Like,
if he's still in contact with his ex and if she's still there. Here's your hint. If she pisses him off, there's some shit to that. Because if they're properly distanced, if they're properly co-parenting, or properly, I don't know, if you're not co-parenting and you're just friends with your ex, I don't know, I suppose that happens. But if you're doing it properly, there's not going to be a bunch of tension. There's not going to be a bunch of, that bitch is crazy, that bitch is psycho. Like, it shouldn't be that. You guys should be able to, like, work towards something and, like, make it make sense. If there's, like, things, if he's, like, having to, like, talk shit on her, it's a sign that there may be something,
the hardest thing for me that day after Valentine's Day was that she was telling him, like, you know, he was supposed to be with her on Valentine's Day. I had posted a picture on Instagram, and I guess she was following. I don't know. I don't think she was following me. I think she was, like, checking out my story, and he was on the Instagram, like, it wasn't him facing forward. It was, like, the back of him and, like, really nice floral arrangement or something. And that's when she saw that he was with me, and she called. And I heard him saying, like, you're not gonna blackmail me, like, do what you gotta do, just if you're gonna tell her, just tell her. So at that moment I didn't know what they were talking about because obviously, like I said, I'm not nosy, but they were talking about me. She wanted to tell him, like, you're supposed to be here and you're not here, so I'm going to tell her that you and I are together. So I'm guessing she did know about me, and I was like the idiot one. I don't know what the true story is. I never really looked into it. I just kind of, like, backed away, cut his dick off, and let it go, and that was that. Like, I didn't care to really get the details because, and I mean, Therese was with me the next day, and I was just like, should I get it? And, like, we just decided not to. What's the point? I'm not going to get back with him. So why did I want to know all the details, you know?
Of, like, what their relationship was?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if she knew or she didn't know, if it was 8 years or if this or that. It doesn't matter because at this point, they're all dead to me.
Right.
And I wish them the best. Like, at the end of the day, she told me that I was the 5th bitch that she called to tell that she was his main, like, you know, so she's the dumb one also, like, and I don't even like to talk down on women, but girl, I hope you free, mama. I hope you free. Get free, mama, because I know you're gonna see this. Get free.
Yeah.
That's all I wish, because they're stuck. You know what I'm saying? And she's stuck on him, not even like that's the father of my kid. Like, she's giving him nana. You know what I'm saying? So I wish them the best. Me, I'm free. And I don't have to deal with that no more. That's not my kid.
And this is the importance of blocking people. And I stress this to my friends and my family all the time. If a nigga is fucking with you, if he's fucking with your head, fucking with your life, give him no access. Yo, block him. Because what's going to happen is he's going to continue to manipulate you emotionally. Like, I'm not going to lie. There are times where, like, the guy that I am dealing with, like, he could say something or, like, ignore me in a way that will fuck up my day.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't.
Because they know you. They know your weakest points. They know what to say. And not only that, I was with him for 3 years. So, of course, he's going to know how to get me the things I want, how to say the things that I like. He's going to know these things. So, it's important for me to cut it off so that I'm safe from him, but also from the way that I can manipulate myself once I hear him. You know, even if I'm like, oh, he's not going to get that way to me. But he knows how to. And I can also trick myself into falling back into something that is, like, damning for me. It was never a good relationship. I was in it, like, 3 years. I had, like, 17 days.
So what do you mean it was...
like, 17 days. First of all, who cares what you can do? Who cares how much fun we have? You can't stay hard.
Yeah, you
can't stay hard. You have to be able to stay hard.
Yeah.
All
sex
right?
is important. Healthy sex is important.
Yeah, y'all out there, y'all know who I was dating. He can't stay hard. That's the truth. That's the truth. He may be cute, he may be funny, but he can't stay hard. We in a building, we in a party,
we're in a fucking building. So also to me personally, I feel like if you can't stay hard, it's gonna make me insecure.
The problem that I realized too was, you know, at first I was insecure, but then I realized it's not me. if he wants to do it, if he wants, sometimes they want to have sex and they can't, but sometimes they literally do not want to, which happens too. But even when we really, really wanted to, like, we were like, ooh, like, you know, he'd be like, oh, wait, like, you know, so.
Yeah, so it's like that moment where you guys are actually both mentally and physically with it. Like, you're like down.
And also, he was fucking more than me, more than his baby mom. So
sometimes they're just being sluts.
They're slutting it out.
Sometimes your man is just so slutty that he has nothing left for you.
Nothing.
And if that's the case, honey, I'm so sorry, but
always
it's time
smell
to block
his dick.
him.
Smell his dick.
Oh my God. I honestly, that is like so traumatizing.
No, but honestly, if you have to smell it, just walk away from it. You know how many dicks there are?
Or just like maybe smell his beard. Like, niggas are sloppy at the end of the day. Like,
that's fucking genius.
Honestly,
smell his beard, because I always, you know what I'm saying? I always left that little on the beard. You know what I'm saying?
So if you smell his beard and you're like, it doesn't smell like the beard oils I got you that you're supposed to be.
But also, you always know what your pussy smells like. So if it smells like a distant pussy, like one you can't recognize, you already know.
Yeah, and we know the smell of distant pussy, especially if you're bi or you're pan. Like, you understand like the nuances and the different ways that pussy can be. And you can really tell distinctly if it's not yours.
Not you. Yeah.
But these niggas are dusty and dirty, so you have to be careful because he will dead ass fuck someone else and come home to you. Party Next Door said it.
I also want to say, as good as it feels, please do not fuck them raw. Just don't. You know, you do that. You tell them, please let's go get tested, things like that. Because
tested.
Because honestly and truly, niggas will say to you like, I got tested at the beginning of the year. I'm clean, but fuck 7 bitches from here from January to July. So, no. You know that little wand? Get that little wand. Get that little sucker. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself off. Because at the end of the day, these niggas don't even know how to fuck, okay? You're going to have to teach him everything. So the first time you fuck, you're going to have to teach him everything. It's going to be whack, 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 whack.
Right.